As you can see here, just from sitting, the blood separates. As you can see here, just from sitting, the blood separates. Most of that right there is just water and toxins sitting on the top. But I got a homemade centrifuge that I made with an industrial fan. When you spin it fast enough, you'll get a golden brown color. Not a lot of people have human blood sitting around in their house, but that's what this is. It's my human blood. And it's coagulated. And the reason why it coagulates like that is because it's no longer in a sealed, vacuum sealed container. Once the air gets to it, it coagulates. But I had to get the extra long needles so I could do the injections into my muscles, deep into my muscles and scalp and neck, which is extremely dangerous. You have to make sure all of this stuff is sterile. And this is not the most sterile equipment. I got smaller and thicker needles for the actual extraction, because if you have a thicker needle, it does less damage to the red and white blood cells. So that's why I use the thicker needles for removing the blood. And if you shake this up, it almost looks like regular blood again. But when you put it on the centrifuge, or in my case, I got a homemade centrifuge that spins at, I think it's 1,000 RPMs. It separates the not blank T cells, but God, what is it called? They are called what is the word? God, I can't remember the word. It escapes me. But anyways, it separates the red blood cells from the actual plasma, which is stem cells. There are trace elements of stem cells in there. It's not the best. The best way to do it is through bone marrow. And I was considering doing that, but I don't have a needle that will penetrate my bone. So I'm just doing it the old-fashioned way, which there are some people that do this at home on their own, but it's very few, and it's quite a process. And it's easier to get access to this in different countries. In America, it's pretty spendy, and it took me a while to learn how to do this, but it is definitely not safe. So I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. You can get a infection, which could cost you to pass away. And you have to have vacuum sealed tubes, and you can't let air get to it, otherwise it coagulates pretty fast. That's why you see that big chunk in there, because some of that is coagulated. But that is my blood. See, it's in the shape of the vial because it's coagulated. That's blood, though. If you got enough balls to do it yourself, go ahead and try it. But that's just one vial. I've had several vials. I throw them away after I get the amber stuff on top, which is again not blank T cells, but I just said it a minute ago. They are I can't remember it. I just said it. Stem cells. Trace amount of stem cells. Not very much, though.